All right, hi, I'm Claire with Trellis 925, and I am here with Jenny with RDJ Rocks.
Hey.
Jenny, you
Hello.
want
How are you?
to good. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Yes. All right. So I'm Jenny with RDJ Rocks. I am a sales manager and DJ and MC as well. We are, all female DJ team, and we rock weddings in Orlando.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I can't believe you guys are all women. That's
Yep.
great. I don't normally see a lot of women DJs in general.
I know. It's actually becoming a lot more popular than it was for sure.
Oh yeah. I have clients like specifically asking, "Do you know the girl DJ? I want a girl DJ." I'm like, yes, I do. So how long have you been in business?
So actually RDJ Rocks is celebrating 10 years this year. So bring on all the glitter and, confetti bombs. We are excited. So 10
Yeah,
years.
that's awesome. And have you been with RDJ Rocks from the very beginning, or?
No, actually, I've only been with RDJ Rocks about 4 years.
Okay, so like halfway point.
Yep. Yep.
And how many DJs does RDJ Rocks have, like on
So
staff?
that's a good question. We have 10 DJs and DJ assistants like on staff, and then we also have a bunch of photo booth attendants. So probably about 37, 40-ish employees total.
Oh wow!
With
And
the photo booth attendants, but DJs about 10, eight and assistants.
so you guys can take up to like 10 events a day or something?
Normally we do like we'll send like 8 DJs out a day. On the weekends we can send about that many. So like on a full weekend, we can do 8 each day. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then like what comes with the DJ package? Like,
Okay, so with the DJ package, normally people hire us for like ceremony, cocktail, and reception. We can also do just reception as well. But if you count everything, it's like, pre-ceremony music, ceremony music, microphone, for your efficient cocktail hour and reception. We bring 3 different sound systems. You get an online planning system where, people can put all their music choices in there, microphones, backup equipment, liability insurance. We come with
super important that one.
liability insurance. We do timelines as well, so we schedule sync with your other vendors, and then that's it. Dance floor lighting. The dance floor lighting comes with the DJ package.
Nice. I love those little lights that everybody goes on.
It's fun. It just like beats with the beat of the music. Super cool.
Yeah. And then you guys MC as well, right?
Yeah.
Do all the DJs MC?
DJ and MC. Mm-hmm.
Nice. And what's important about like an MC? Like, why should somebody like care about it having the DJ who's able to MC?
Yeah, so emceeing is super, 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 super important. Like, can't stress that enough. Your DJ as your MC, like we have to be able to read your crowd. Make sure that people are all on the dance floor. If they're not on the dance floor and they're just sitting, finishing up dinner, we still have to read them. We still have to make sure that we're keeping an eye on people, making sure, if they're tapping their head or like their foot to the beat of the music, I know that later on when I open up the dance floor, I already know what kind of music they're into. So reading the crowd, and then I'm seeing like smoothly transitioning from one event to the next. So yeah, just letting your guests know all night long what's going on and not being cheesy.
Definitely important. Without the cheese, don't need all that. And then do you guys have like a specific style of DJing? You're saying you like watched people for music, but like, is there like a specific style?
So we really don't, like, each DJ obviously loves their own kind of music too, but like there's no real style. So it's more about like finding out what our couples love, what they don't love. So if they're like, I really want a country feel for cocktail hour, but then like bring it on, we're gonna get lit and like EDM for the reception, like we're open format DJs is what it's called. So we can pretty much do mix whatever kind of genre. So like we try to go by our couple's tastes and what they like, so that way we can kind of curate playlists for them.
What do you do if like the couple likes a certain type of music, but then you find out the guests just hate it?
So sometimes that happens. Usually when we ask our couples, they, like I said, they get an online planning system, so they get to put their favorite genres and artists and everything in there. So we have my favorite area where we get like the top requested party songs that we know people are going to run to the dance floor, and they get to pick through the ones they like. So if maybe, they were like, we want all EDM, and then EDM is not really working, we can kind of pull from those and just get a little more stuff that's maybe more mainstream or that everyone knows, because then they're all going to run to the dance floor. Yeah.
How do you guys handle like requests?
So guest requests?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's actually one of the questions we ask our couples too. Sometimes our couples are like, yeah, take whatever request, if someone comes up and asks you. And some couples are like, no way, my family's going to request the weirdest songs. So we ask the couple what they want. If they want us to, we do.
All right. So it's all up to the couple. You can do either which way.
Yep.
And what other information do you collect from the couple? Like, what information do you need from them?
So normally it's that with that online planning system, we ask all kinds of questions. I mean, to get to know them, obviously, and like find out their vibe, what they want to listen to on their wedding day, what they absolutely don't want to hear on their wedding day. We ask them little things in there like, who's your bridal party? Who's walking with who? So that way we can go out and line you guys up, those kind of things. Do you want to cut the cake right after dinner? Or do you want to open up the dance floor first and cut the cake a little later? So the way we get all of that information is through that online planning system. And then we sit down with them about 30 days before the wedding, and we go through all of that and create a timeline with them.
Okay, cool. So they can definitely expect to get a timeline from you guys to help the process.
Yep.
And then, do you guys have any solo musicians or anything like that? If they didn't want only DJ, do you guys work with that?
So yeah, we actually work with a drummer. He's a timbalero. So we work with him. He plays along with the DJ. And then we also have solo stuff that we can add into packages. We actually use him again for cocktail hours. He can play the congas. And then we also have a saxophonist. So those are solo stuff. But if you want someone to play along with your DJ, the drummer's the best option. It's so much fun. And he can just follow along with us. He's just amazing. We love him.
I've never even seen that happen, but I cannot wait.
Yay, I did it at my wedding.
I love that.
Yeah. It was fun.
And on the day of, obviously, you created a timeline and all that for them, but how long do you guys need for setup?
So normally we arrive 2 hours prior. Obviously, it doesn't take us 2 hours to set up, but we set up 3 sound systems, 1 ceremony, 1 for cocktail hour, 1 reception. So we get in and we set all that up. We have everything ready to go, sound checks, all that within maybe a little less than an hour. And then, so that way we have a whole nother hour to kind of obviously make sure that everything's running and have those sound checks. And then we also talk to your other vendors. We get with your catering right there and we're like, hey, timeline's still the same, right? Nothing changed. Your photographers, all those kind of things. So just make sure we're there early. We're all set up, ready to go. Nothing's wrong. Everything's good to go.
What do you do if something is wrong? How do you handle any of that?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we actually come with backup equipment. So, we bring backup for music, for microphones, for, just everything. So we do come with backup equipment. If for whatever reason something goes wrong and our backup equipment is also bad, which God, knock on wood, hope that never happens. But if for some reason, there is a problem, we have still an hour to reach out to, boss lady and be like, hey, bring me another computer or bring me another mixer or whatever. So, plenty of backup gear with us. Hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Right? Tested before, tested after, we're all good.
Yep.
And do you guys have any specific dress code that you adhere to for wedding day, or?
Yeah, so we actually wear all black and then we rock sparkly shoes. So all the DJs have our sparkly shoes on. We have one DJ who actually wears her little sparkle bow tie. Um, but normally all black.
I've seen those sparkle shoes. I love them. I want them for my wardrobe as well.
It's so much fun. I love it. We walk into the room and people are like, "Oh, that's our DJ Rocks."
And how many weddings do you guys typically do in a year?
So we actually have, I mean, like I said, we have a lot of DJs. So each DJ on their own can do anywhere between like 40 weddings to like 125 weddings in a year. So we can do, 8 or 900 in a year if we packed everyone's calendar.
Yes. I'm normally dealing with maybe 50 because I only have so many weekends.
Venues. Yeah, there's a lot of the girls, so we can do a couple.
Do you have any advice for couples who are planning their wedding, what they should be looking for in a DJ?
I love this question. So we actually, I would say just get on the phone with someone and vibe with them. I know sometimes couples are busy or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, can you just email us pricing?" I really encourage people to get on the phone, talk to a couple different DJs, find out who you vibe with the best. You're going to spend a lot of time with that person, and it's really important for them to, make sure your night flows well and goes the way you want it to go. We don't want it to be like every RDJ Rocks wedding is the same. We want to know what our couples want, and if one wants a total, banger lit party and the other one wants something a little more, mellow and just celebrating love, it's we really just want to know what people want. So I encourage them to find out, get on the phone and find out the vibe your DJ has, find out if you vibe well with them, and then also I would say, probably just do a little homework, read their reviews, make sure you're working with a DJ who does this full time and knows the ins and outs of every wedding, and then, that's it. I think that's good. I think that's find out your vibe and do your homework and read their reviews and make sure they're a full-time DJ and not just in the club.
Yeah, I definitely say that advice is perfect for any vendor.
Yeah.
It's 100% true. Definitely do your homework and make sure that you vibe with them.
Yeah, and ask them those questions do they have the backup equipment and do they have liability insurance? We work with a lot of venues in town that, they already have our insurance on file. If you're getting a DJ that doesn't have all that yet, they have to go through that process, so just make it easier for you and hire someone that, has great reviews and ask your friends and other vendors for recommendations.
For sure. Mm-hmm. And so you've been to the Trellis 95 personally, right?
Yeah. Wow, I love Trellis.
What's your favorite part about our venue?
Oh, okay. So I would say, to be completely honest, the first time I went there, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do that and that? Because it's separated. So when I walked in, I was like, oh no, but it's so awesome. I love it. Now that I've worked there, I love it because everyone's over for dinner and then we bring everyone over to the other side and people can party there or just hang out and sit, because sometimes you have people that just want to sit down at the tables, but you don't want them over there in that area. Bring them all over to where the dance floor and the bar is, and they can kind of hang out over there. So I kind of love that you can just kind of bring it from dinner all the way to the party, and people can either party or they can just relax too. I like it.
Yeah, and they're still a part of everything, even though they're relaxing.
Yeah. Yep.
They're not separated.
Yep.
Well, awesome. I think that is all of our questions for today, and I am currently petting my cat because she decided to come say hello. But I really appreciate all the time you've had today, and I will talk to you later.
Yes, thank you for having me.